What is up, you awesome kisters? It's CistReactZ, guys. Today we're reacting to which Poppy Playtime toy is the strongest. So make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to Poppy Theory, and comment down below. Yeah, I want to know who's the strongest out of all of them, because I remember seeing a Huggy Wuggy tape where he escaped, and then he had like ran into a car, and like the windshield got cracked, and the car it kind of flew a bit. Like,
so far,
how are these toys so strong?
By multiple toys in Poppy Playtime, but what if we were the ones watching the fight? Imagine you're going to a boxing match and 4 antagonists are in the ring. You're betting money on who you think will win, and you're keeping a close eye on their stats. Between Huggy, Mommy, Miss Delight, and Catnap,
Miss Delight's crazy.
Would be the last one standing. To make the decision a bit clearer, we can produce 4 strategies and judge them based on each.
I'm gonna say this right now: Catnap's dead.
Intelligence,
he's dead.
Stealth, and speed. Now, the prototype won't be included in the match because all we know,
Catnap's number 1.
Would beat the apps. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the fight. When it comes to strength, it might be one of the easier divisions to evaluate. Part of this can be done by looking at the estimated heights of each character. According to the wiki, Huggy Wuggy is around 18 feet or 5.4 meters.
Hell nah!
And although Catnap's height isn't confirmed, we can assume that he's around the same, more or less. Mommy is about 6 feet or 2 meters when crouching, and Miss Delight seems to be around the height of an adult male. We know this by looking at the Hour of Joy footage when the teachers chased down an employee in the halls.
He should have shut the door.
It would make sense
because that's crazy.
That Huggy and Catnap have the most strength because they're the biggest creatures. We see this at the end of Huggy's vent chase. Once we escape the vent and enter the catwalks, the door
they really cooked with that design, dude.
Behind us, but soon after, Huggy knocks it down. And this isn't just a regular after Huggy knocks it down.
I'm listening to what he's saying, but I will never not have like trauma of this chase. Can you just imagine what the fuck would have happened if there was no box up there? Like, look how fast he tore out of there.
And this isn't just a regular
Huggy clears
door.
All of them. I don't care.
It looks like it's made of steel, and it only opens and closes at the command of a button, which is attached to the security system. The amount of strength that it took to not only open the door, but break it off its hinges is huge. For reference, a hollow metal door is about 106 pounds. So imagine how much force it would take to break open an industrial door that is sealed shut. And with Catnap, we see his strength in the beginning of chapter 3 when he opens the metal hatch.
Man, he's just a large cat with gas in his ass. Like, come on, man. He dies first.
It does show us that he has a good amount of strength due to the fact that he opens it with one hand. Now, when it comes to
that's kind of true.
There is a scene in the Hour of Joy where she picks up multiple employees and drops them from a lethal height. So with that being said, she probably has a good amount of strength. And for Miss Delight, in the beginning of her chase, she breaks the giant machine with her bare hands and the battery flies out. Now, she did use Barb to help
She's
her,
crazy.
but despite her being small in size, her Hulk-like tendencies may be able to compensate. While
her Hulk-like tendencies
clear in the strength category, intelligence might be their
yeah, like I'm over here just like traumatized and scared about Huggy. That I kind of fucking forgot that Miss Delight's over there, fucking face torn off, flesh hanging out, ready to rip your goddamn chest open. Like,
of defeating your
I forgot she was crazy
and coming up with a solid plan.
I never replayed that part. Too scared of it.
Are inherently dumb. Miss Delight is literally a teacher, so she has knowledge on many different subjects. However, she
what the hell is this?
Lost her mind during the Hour of Joy, so her desire to feast could cloud her judgment.
Her whole damn mind.
Could easily attack her during this moment of weakness. And when it comes to Huggy, he doesn't speak and is simple-minded compared to the other toys.
I hope he never speaks.
When he gets hungry, he doesn't seem to think straight. At the end of his chase in chapter 1, he throws himself think straight.
Like, he doesn't have to, but he flashes his teeth at you. Like, he can easily just close his damn mouth, like me, like I should to watch the video. But like, bro,
At the end of his
he's crazy,
1, he
demented, hungry, bro.
At us, but doesn't pay attention to the crate above him, which would ultimately cause him to die. Mommy, however,
Like Diamond
might be a
1
bit
crash
more
out, man.
strategic when it comes to her plans. She's coherent and very well spoken, and planned out a series of tests for us to see if we would survive. She's very methodical in her approach, but her willingness to play with her prey might be her downfall. She has a lot of patience, which might not work out in the long run for a bloodthirsty Huggy that would attack her right away. The same can be said with Catnap, as Ollie mentions that he likes to hunt his prey before he eats them. However, that's not to say that Catnap wouldn't change his approach based on the situation at hand. Essentially, he doesn't really care about anyone else. He only cares about being a faithful servant of the prototype, so his will to survive might exceed others. It's his driven attitude that really stands out about him. Another area that Catnap excels in is stealth. Sometimes fighting your opponent isn't just about attacking head on, but rather sneaking up to them from the shadows and going for a silent...
Dude, it may just be because I played all these chapters just once, but did we really kind of have to deal with that annoying ass mask outline? Like, it's kind of pissing me off. Like, now that I'm starting to just kind of notice it, like, bro, it's just in the way. Like,
up to them from the shadows and going for a silent kill.
I must have got used to it at some point.
Skill to master that requires patience and strategicness. All throughout the game, we've seen Catnap sneaking around the factory, creepily observing our every move.
Ugh.
A lot of times, we don't even realize that he's there. And this makes sense since he's a cat, as they're silent creatures that can move with swiftness. Mommy Longlegs is definitely second place when it comes to her stealth though. Her voice is very calm and soothing, showing that she knows how and when to be quiet. And at the end or beginning of a minigame, she almost comes out of nowhere and gives us her mini monologue. It's safe to conclude that her legs allow for limberness and help her move quietly. The same can be said for Miss Delight though. First of all, she has a nasty limp, which will make mobility hard for her.
She can limp?
She's way too...
Did I just say she can limp? Does she have a limp? I didn't even realize that.
Limp, which will make mobility hard for her. Plus, she's way too psycho and impatient to go for a stealthy kill, and it's just not in her nature. You could say...
her aura alone scares the shit out of me. Like, this man was turning around in a clip for an example for her mobility, and I was shitting myself that she would jump scare him. But, bro, you could have fooled me. She has a fucking limp, and she still chases you that fast? Man.
Did the same for Huggy, who makes a spectacle when he tries to kill us.
She really could have fooled me.
He set off the emergency alert, which was super loud and not sneaky at all. He even appeared right in front of us in the make-a-friend hallway instead of doing a sneak attack.
I didn't know that shit.
Regardless, Huggy is still stealthier than Mr. Light. There's instances where he follows us throughout the factory.
I didn't even know he was there on that part.
He also fits into small places despite his gigantic size. And since
because he's a big toy,
Light, we might as well move on to the next category: speed. One of her many limitations is that she can only move when we don't look at her, so enemies could easily attack her. If we're considering Mr. Light before the Chapter 3 update though, then she would only be able to move when there's light. So as long as the electricity doesn't go out during the fight...
Bro, he's making me scared. Like, why is he stopping so much?
Green light mechanic would definitely slow her down. We see that she can run pretty fast right before we crush her under the door, but if she can't do that without limitations, then what's the point? While Huggy seems to be slow in his opening jump scare, we know that he has the ability to sprint. In the restricted disappearance VHS tape, he was able to escape from the vicinity and multiple Playtime employees.
That's the clip I was talking about.
Facility and multiple Playtime employees.
Like that car, okay, it didn't fly, but like you could tell it kind of just got like damn, like he's Bane or something.
Mommy, however, might actually be slower. During her chase sequences, she doesn't seem to move all that fast, especially during the scene.
I'm gonna just wager she wanted to move that fast.
Where she does her crawling animation. Sure, it looks creepy, but it's just not fast enough. On the other hand, we've seen how fast Catnap can go when he snatches up a small bunzo from the counselor's office. If you blink, you can almost miss it. Catnap might be the fastest of the four, actually. And now that we've gone over all four categories, we have to make sure to observe any unique
I need to see a death battle with Poppy Playtime being used.
Bring to the table. And unfortunately,
need to see it.
Mr. Light is just folding right now. Huggy, for example, has very sharp teeth and can tear his.
It had to be one of them, Delight or Huggy.
Seconds. Of course, Delight also has big teeth. They are closer to human teeth, flats. And
I heard they were human teeth.
Matches more with an herbivore or omnivore diet. She wouldn't be able to successfully.
Oh I'm just stupid. Like apparently the people who wrote that one thing that those teeth were human teeth. I think she literally just ripped that thing off, right? But then it's like, why does it look like that under there? If they're making like toys and putting you, well, I guess if they're putting humans in the toys, I guess they'd have to use flesh and shit somehow. Oh my god.
Or omnivore diet. She wouldn't be able to successfully injure her prey by just biting into them. While Mommy doesn't have teeth, she does have long limbs that can stretch far and wide. We see this during her chase scene as we go through the pipes. There's almost no limit to her extendability, and this gives her the opportunity to access small spaces as well as reaching for opponents who have gained distance on her.
I know he almost died in that scene.
Her own little army of toys to back her
because she's like right on his ass.
In Chapter 2, she got Bunzo, the mini Huggies, and PJ to follow her every command. And we know that after we beat the mini games, she ended up killing both Bunzo and the mini Huggies, so she is not one to be messed with. Catnap
I didn't know that, or I must have forgot.
Of the smiling critters, which can be very beneficial when it
I was worried about me.
But Catnap's biggest flex is no doubt the red smoke. He can generate a lot of this stuff from his own body and not be affected by it. The red smoke could put his opponents in a deep sleep or make them...
Nah, he just like snorting it or something. Why did I say snorting it? He just like smelling it. Like it's doing things to his brain, but it's just the smell of it really gets him going and stuff. That's why he's smiling all the time and shit. And he's worshiping the prototype. His brain's mushed up on giggle gas.
Give Catnap a chance to attack. And if they see multiples like we did in the boss battle, it would be extremely confusing for them. And with that, I think we have our final lineup. The first to be eliminated would be none other than Mr. Light. Despite being extremely book smart and having a strong urge...
When your opponents like each do have their own quirk and you're kind of just somebody with a bat and brute strength only... Yeah, I can see that.
For hunger, her lack of sanity greatly limits her decision making, which would cause her in the long run. She'd be more vulnerable to being tricked by smarter opponents.
And opponents with different abilities too.
Mechanic also greatly limits how fast she can move. She'd be the first out of the ring, easily. The next enemy to be eliminated would unfortunately be Huggy. While you might disagree with me on this, hear me out. There's no question that Huggy would put up...
This nigga kills all of them!
Making it a very close match. He's gigantic and possesses immense strength. He can also be fast and stealthy when he wants to be. His sharp teeth not only intimidates, but also rips enemies into pieces. Where Huggy falls short, however, is how and when he decides to use these skills. While he demonstrated smart hunting methods by watching us throughout the factory, Once he got hungry, he abandoned all intelligent tactics to come straight for us.
I don't know.
And
I still
this
think he
is
clears the
ultimately
other two,
why
man.
He got defeated by a crate at the end of the game. He wasn't paying attention and lets his hunger get to him.
Yeah.
Huggy has potential for sure, but he has to learn
But I
to
don't
make
know, man.
smarter decisions in the long run. And now we have...
But we also gotta factor in him at chapter... Oh, this video was made like 10 months ago, so he wouldn't even fucking know. He wouldn't even know, would he? You know, I'm still saying Huggy clears them all. Nah, because there's no damn way he makes the same mistake twice in the 5th chapter. No way. No how. Nope.
Two left.
He's gonna be smarter.
Mommy and
He's gonna be sneaking up
Catnap.
on you.
These characters are probably the smartest in the group and demonstrates a lot of useful skills such as strategy, mobility,
Because
solid
smartness
attack
only
methods.
gets
They
you...
also have
I said smartness. Intelligence only gets you, like, it only gets you to, like, some places until Huggy decides that he just wants to eat you, choke you out, and then just eat your face slowly. Like, if you don't got the offense to take care of that, I don't know, man. You don't got the offense, it's over.
Beneficial, while mommy's limbs allow her to be a lot more versatile. But there's one thing that holds her back. Her lack of peripheral vision. In chapter 2, during the first time we encounter a hostile mommy, we use our grab pack to swing up to a hiding spot in the ceiling. She passes by it on the ground multiple times, yet doesn't look up for some reason. We do a similar thing the second time by hiding in a fireplace, but she doesn't notice that we go in, nor does she try to open the door. Despite her long limbs being able to catch people in tight spaces, she doesn't seem to notice when people are in those tight spaces. And because of this, the winner is Catnap. He pretty much has everything: intelligence, stealth, speed, the red smoke, and the will to survive. He could easily outsmart each and every one of these enemies and attack them in unconventional ways. After all, Poppy says that Catnap is the...
I just thought about that. Why are we taking out Kissy Missy? Why are we taking her out? Well, then again, I guess we've never really seen her violent. Do y'all think she's just, you know, like Luigi Huggy? Like, she can basically do the same thing as Huggy? Or do you think she's different and lethal in her own way?
Last enemy that the prototype put in our way. So he's definitely special. Call me biased, but there's a reason why Catnap was saved for chapter 3, the best chapter. But who do you think would win this match?
Huggy.
Maybe another toy
Huggy.
entirely? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, while hunger can easily be your biggest damn downfall, bro, hunger can also make you break steel damn doors that are supposed to open Five Nights at Freddy's, like, not intended to be thrown off the damn hinges. Like, Bane himself grabbed the door and just threw it off to the side and started running to you Broly style. Like, nah, man. I don't care, bro. Huggy clears them. Like, and plus, he's shown intelligence. Also, didn't they say, like, he's extremely patient somewhere in the game or something like that? So I really think he ain't gonna fall for a smart trick. He probably mentioned the whole patient factor and an intelligent factor in this video, but I guess he did in a way, because he said, like, he was watching you through the facility, and that's a thing that takes patience. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Patience is a good thing to have when it comes to dealing with smart people. Patience, brute strength, and speed. Because I will never forget what happened when he took that damn vent off, or not vent, when he took that damn door off of its hinges, the little Five Nights at Freddy's door, and then he ran for like 2 seconds.
Doesn't pay
right here.
attention to the crate above him, which would...
That motherfucker, had that box not been there, like, I swear to God, he would have had you in at least 2 seconds before you could blink. He would have had you. Like, I wish he kind of would have played the scene that happens if you don't push the box off there, because there is a jump scare. Like, you can die here.
Which would
he would have got you quick. I don't know. I think Huggy clears. Who do y'all think clears in the comments? I'm sorry for yapping, but man, if there was a death battle and that big blue devil menace don't win, I would be surprised. Peace out, man.